let's discuss your salary expectations. A good negotiation is a win-win for both the parties involved. But it's also like a chess match where both the candidate and the HR are trying to outplay the other. As a recruiter, my job is to stick to the budget provided by the company while hiring the talent. And the candidate would obviously want to maximize his returns from this offer. A good negotiation ends in a stalemate. The guy I'm interviewing right now, he's applying to be a product analyst with our startup. His current salary is 6.5 LPA and the budget given to me is 12 LPA. The founder, Rohit, was looking for someone to lead the product team and Anmol seemed like the perfect fit. Rohit was very insistent on getting him on board, so I might have to spend a little extra time and money to get him. But let's see what number he's thinking.
Sure, I do have a number in mind, but since you're a startup and I may be expected to perform multiple responsibilities, I was hoping to get a full disclosure from your end first to, check if we're in the same range. Of course, I wasn't going to say my number first. It makes me look weak. And the weaker you seem, the lesser negotiating power you hold. Plus, I've checked with their other employees and I know the pay parity within the company. They're paying around 10 to 12 lakhs per annum to product analysts here. So I expect to hear a similar number from her as well.
Okay, so the expectations will be the same as what Rohit told you in the previous round. But of course, you'll be expected to handle slightly more than the average 9 to 5.
Welcome to a startup, I guess.
So like you must have been told in the previous rounds as well, the plan is to equip you to handle product end to end. You'll have to take full ownership because the outcome will depend on you. And if everything goes right, you'll be our product manager in the next 6 months. Of course, we're still building out our team. You will be the first to join and we'll build the team with you in the center. Typically, we work 10 to 7, but of course, there are days where we all stretch beyond our work schedule.
And Saturdays?
Yes, we work Saturdays. We're a startup we can't not afford to.
Fair. Whatever she said just now was not new information. I already anticipate an increased workload here. But it's just good to have it become part of the conversation early on. Especially because then I could play to the context of, since you expect more work from me, I expect more money from you.
So
I'm waiting to hear your range.
Okay, I can offer you a CTC of 25 LPA. The CTC I've shared includes many different components like joining bonus, performance bonus, and majorly ESOPs. He won't receive them immediately or every year. The bonuses are just one-time costs to the company and ESOPs are mostly paper till they fructify. There's nothing wrong or unethical about this and it's a standard practice, but it makes the candidate more excited and proud about the compensation they would be drawing. They can say their CTC is 25 lakhs among friends and relatives and feel good about themselves. Most won't ask to check the breakup once they hear such a high number. And I can keep the monthly costs down, but I'm sure he'll ask for the breakdown.
And what's the breakup of this? Like, what's the monthly in hand?
So 12 lakhs we'll be giving you in ESOPs. 1 lakh would be your joining bonus.
Okay.
And 2 lakhs would be your performance bonus.
Got it.
And the rest would be your in-hand salary every month.
So 10 lakh per annum essentially, and not 25 lakhs per annum.
Yes, that's more than a 50% hike from your current monthly salary. And the ESOPs alone can build you so much wealth. They're worth 12 lakhs today, but they'll be worth crores in a few years. There are 3 types of negotiators. Collaborative, who try to create a win-win situation for both sides. Competitive, who try to maximize only their outcome. And accommodating, who put the other side's concerns first. I'm usually collaborative, but depending on the candidate, I sometimes have to switch to one of the other methods. What Anmol says next would tell me his negotiating style.
Can you tell me what is the breakup again?
Collaborative? So joining bonus of 1 lakh.
That I receive when?
25,000 immediately, and the rest once you complete a year here.
Joining bonus a year after I join?
Industry practice.
Okay. And the performance bonus?
Varies from 10 to 20%, so you will definitely get 1 lakh, and you can go up to 2 lakhs.
Got it. Any other conditions on this bonus?
None.
Or...
You're guaranteed to receive 1 lakh.
Okay. And ESOPs worth 12 lakhs. What is the vesting period and buyback options?
The stocks will be vested over 4 years in an increasing manner. So first year 10%, then 20%, then 30%, 40% in the last year. You can choose to encash the ESOPs anytime when we go public.
If we go public. It's okay to take time to do this during a negotiation. It's not rude, and it is very necessary for you to know exactly what you're signing up for and exactly how much you're getting each month.
Anmol, we want you here for the long run and grow this company. And if you do so, you should receive the dividends of the growth story.
Competitive. No, that is fair, and I also want to be here long term. It's just that my salary is structured in a way that it's still 10 lakhs per annum. What can I expect my yearly appraisal to be?
You're guaranteed a 15% appraisal. And we've mentioned a clause in the agreement where if your performance exceeds our expectations, then we will reward you fairly.
The yearly growth seems too less if I keep ESOPs out of the picture and take minimum appraisal and bonus. I'm still pretty early in my career. I have both an appetite for risk and a hunger to explore different opportunities. But this offer seems like it will tie me down with the company for a very long period. An offer that presents its rewards on the condition that I stay for multiple years might become a negative incentive for me to stay here beyond ideal. Any job should either help you learn, earn, or upturn to a better position. I know I'll learn a lot and I'll earn decent, so I need to make this work for me. I need to convert this offer such that it allows me to encash most of it upfront. And if it makes sense to continue here long term, I can always negotiate a new contract. Could you maybe reduce the ESOP component a bit and balance that with my enhanced salary?
You don't want the ESOPs?
I do, but I just want a better balance between my ESOPs and my enhanced salary. Right now, it's like 50% of my CTC.
Okay. The reason I present such a breakup of salary is for two reasons. Number one, it keeps the monthly costs in check for the company. I'm only giving a monthly salary and the rest of the components are either just one-time payments or on paper for some time. Number two, the larger number sounds lucrative to most candidates, and since it's to be released gradually, it incentivizes them to stay for longer. But now, since he's asking me to balance this better, and I've already set 25 LPA, I might have to churn out a higher salary and go over budget. What do you think is a better balance?
I'm thinking 6 lakhs as ESOPs and the rest can remain as is, which means 16 lakhs per annum.
That won't make sense for us. I need to keep this company lean and monthly costs to a minimum. We're looking for early stage team members, like I told you, not just employees. And for that, it's important that we entrust you with the growth of the company. For that, you need to be incentivized to stay here for longer.
That's fair, and as much as I want to stay here and ensure that outcome for me and for you, there's never really a guarantee that the ESOPs will materialize. I mean, I want it to happen, but what if it doesn't? I also have to look after my finances, right?
Salary negotiations are tricky. One misstep and you can end up with losses of lakhs and crores over the course of multiple years. Those losses do compound drastically. But what can hurt even more in the long run is not knowing how to manage the money you make. Wealth creation is really a two-step process. It's important that you try to negotiate as high an offer as you can, but it's equally important to know how to manage that money. And most of them don't know how to do the second part. They listen to financial gurus online and invest into one stock that eats away all their savings. Or they would never bother to learn where to invest their money so that their money can make money for them while they sleep. That is where Zerodha Varsity comes in. Varsity offers free courses that help you manage your money better. It's a free-to-use platform with weekly live classes where experts teach you on how to grow and build long-term wealth. I urge you all to check out the link in the description, join a free class, and start your journey to managing your money better. Your financial condition depends on the company's financial condition. And let me tell you something, the health of the company's finances is not something you have to worry about. We're raising our next round very shortly.
So that's even better, right? Like if the company is poised to make money, then the teammates can be compensated better. Plus, you know my role is going to be a revenue center, not like a back-end support function.
Until the time we are EBITDA positive, it can get tricky for us. We need to have a runway.
This is getting tough. She definitely won't go over her budget. 12 lakhs, maybe 13. I understand you want to keep the monthly costs low. Can we look at an incentive structure where I get a percentage of this?
No, we can't do that. It's not a good look for the company, Anmol, and we want to maintain internal pay parity. I can't be treating you differently.
Definitely won't go over the budget. 12 lakhs it is.
Let's look at it this way. For the first 6 months, we keep your pay at 12 LPA. This gives us enough time to see if you can lead the team effectively or not. Then, if all goes well, you can become product manager and we bump your pay to 18 LPA. Everything else remains the same. But if you're just decent, we take your pay to 15 LPA and the next appraisal will happen a year after that point. Fair?
Tempting. but I've learned never to accept before having a full disclosure on the KPIs, responsibilities, and terms. Because a lot of it won't ever be written on the contract, it'll just be a verbal agreement. Moreover, for me at the moment, it is more about gaining trust than salary. How would you define all going well? What would the KPIs and benchmarks be for the next 6 months?
Too soon to say that, but you'll know as we know. We're still in the early stages where we've defined a path, but we could have to pivot and the KPIs could change accordingly.
12 lakhs it is going to be. But let me just give her one quick win. Can we still look at 14 lakhs per annum when I join?
12 LPA Anmol, I'm already stretching it.
Should I accept the offer? Should I ask for some time to consider this? Should I negotiate a little more? Should I walk away? Earn, learn, upturn. If you get just one of the three in a job, it is a compromise. 2 is the goal. 3 is fantastic. Here I can get all 3, so no point negotiating more. Yes, let's do it.
Great, I'll mail you the offer letter in a while. Anmol was a bit sneaky with his negotiation.
I got the offer that I wanted, more or less. Anyways, I just wanted the offer letter.
I have, however, extended an offer to one more candidate before him as backup.
I'll use this offer letter to get a hike in my current company, or maybe I'll leverage it with some other company.
I'll wait for her to reply first and then send the offer to him. It's just good to have a backup while negotiating.
It's just good to have an offer letter in hand while you're negotiating. What can I expect my yearly appraisal to be?
Whatever you want.
200%. We have it on camera.